Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi and I'm back with another video. 2022 is going to be a very different year. I'd like to share as many videos as possible with every one of you guys. And like I said previously, please do share some of the things that you'd like me to discuss. This channel is basically here to help as many people as possible. Some of them might not necessarily obviously need it, but some of you guys that are out there that are looking for jobs and opportunities this year, this could be a very helpful channel in making sure that you get that next career or that next job. Now, today's topic is a very tricky one in the sense that quite a lot of people send out LinkedIn request messages, but the way in which we do it is just to click send, send, send without actually personalizing the messages that we actually send it to the different individuals out there. Now, it's always very, very important that you actually make sure that there's a nice personalized message that you send out, because what then happens is that that message goes into the person's inbox as soon as they accept your message and they know exactly why you'd like to connect with them. Those are some of the nice things that you can actually do. Now, the best ways that you can actually do is obviously to click on my network, or you can just click search. If you have a specific individual that you're looking for, click search under that person, or the other option is to go into the company's LinkedIn page and look at the employees that are there. Click on employees. It will give you the different options. It will sometimes even give you the different departments that each one of these employees are at. But if you have a specific area that you'd like to focus on, then you can just search that on LinkedIn and it will give you whatever names. Now, once you see the person's name, please make sure that you click on that person. Do not just click send connect, because as soon as you do that, it will just send a random connection message that everybody else uses. Now, in this instance, you need to make sure that you click on the person's profile, and as soon as it gets to the person's profile, you then make sure that you'll see it will say connect, and there's more, and then there's other different ways that you can actually be able to actually do this. So the first thing that you then do is to click on connect. Once you click on connect, it will then say your invitation is almost on its way. Right? It already tells you that it hasn't been sent yet. It's almost on its way. And then it will say you can add a note to personalize your invitation to XYZ. Whoever the person is, it tells you that you can actually add that note. So all you then do is to click add note. And once you click add note, you'll see a little box, which is a free, what is it called? Yeah, so it basically gives you a little space there with 300 characters for you to be able to type whatever message that you then have. And what it'll normally say at the top, it'll say, add a note to your invitation, and below it says LinkedIn members are more likely to accept invitations that include a personal note. Now, personal note is not speaking about, hey, listen, I know you, I like your name, you sound cool. That's not a personal note. A personal note could be anything that connects you to that individual, or the one thing that makes you want to connect with that person. That's a personal note that we're actually talking about. And like I said, it's 300 characters. So if you've used Twitter before, I'm very sure that you actually used to write in 300 characters, but please do not use that SMS shorthand that a lot of people do use just to try and maximize on the 300 characters. Type a very comprehensive message. 300 characters is a lot, and you'll be able to use that. And this is where I'm actually going to assist you guys in putting together some of these messages. Personalize them whichever way you want, and you can even copy it and paste it somewhere else, and make sure that every time you send out that LinkedIn, you look at the person's profile, you pick something that you actually like about that person's profile, and you send them a message based on that. Okay. Now, before we get into the other 8 things, I need to look at the 2 things that should stop in 2022, and with the hope that for a lot of us, we will stop doing, because it just doesn't add a lot of value to your messages that you're trying to send out on LinkedIn. Number 1 is, please look at my profile and tell me if there's jobs in your company. And this normally comes in as an invitation as well. Or sometimes you've already accepted the person, and the first thing that they do is they send you that message. Now, it's not that people don't want to look at your profile. Unfortunately, a lot of people have got other 50 or 60 other different things, especially recruiters. You'll find that you're sending this message to this person and they're not working in anything within the field that you already are working in, or the field that you're interested in. So what normally happens is that recruiters then ignore it, and then it ends up seeming like, oh, recruiters are horrible people. No, it's not that they're horrible people. It's that if they've got 40 roles that they need to fill, out of the 40, the attention goes to the 40 roles. And to try and respond to more than 1,000 people that have applied to those 40 roles is a lot of work. And to expect them to look at your profile just randomly and recommend different roles unfortunately it becomes almost impossible for the person to do. Please note that they're not doing that because they don't want to help you. It's just that they've got a lot of other things that they're focusing on. And in some cases, you'll find that the people that normally send these kind of messages are not necessarily in the area that you're actually recruiting in as a recruiter. The second thing is where you actually get just a hi, and then you get this friend request, and you're like, so is there an expectation that I need to then initiate the conversation, or is there going to be a follow-up conversation that says, hi, I'm so and so, and this is what I'm looking at? And the other thing is, a hi is not necessarily you starting the conversation, and it's not necessarily getting the person to already start knowing a bit more about you. So that's why I'm saying these top 10 things or these top 8 things that I'll be talking about are just simple messages that you can actually send or personalize when you send out an invitation. And remember, like I said, it comes directly to you, the person's inbox, so they're able to see that message as soon as they actually accept your message. Now, if you're interested in this, these kind of conversations or these kind of videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to also click like, because every time you click like, it shows in other people's timelines as well, and they're able to actually see that. Share with friends, and let's jump into some of the 8 things that you can actually say. Number 3. So now I'm going to jump to number 3, because number 1 and 2 are the do not do, and then number 3 would be what you should do, or some of the messages that you can actually send. Number 3, it says, hi X, Y, and Z. I see you're currently working for Company X, which happens to be one of my favorite companies in the world. I am currently connecting with experts from the company with the hope that I learn more, and I'll hopefully join one day. Very simple, straight to the point. You're telling them why you actually would like to connect. And I know every time you mention the word expert, the reality is that individual is an expert in whatever field they're in. So if you're connecting with them based on them being an expert, it's a very nice way of connecting. So please make sure that if there's something that you pick up on somebody's profile, you use it as a way of connecting. That's why I always say the only way you connect better with an individual is to make sure you click on that profile and then you click connect there, because then you would have had time to read through that profile to see what they've got, and you can then send a personalized message. The next one that we should look at is, hi X, Y, and Z. I recently graduated from University X, Y, and Z, and I see you also studied there, right? I am currently connecting with alumni from that university, as I would love to learn more about their career journey. Simple. You're telling this person, listen, I was in the same uni. I was probably in the same residence that you were in, or we had the same lecturer X, Y, and Z. You know the drama that we go through when it comes to that particular class, and if I've passed, I must have something that is actually worth listening to. So hey, connect with me. That's exactly what you're saying to this individual, and it's actually a very nice personalized message that goes into this person. The other one that you can do is on the to-do, which is now number 5, is to say, hello X, Y, and Z, or you can even say, hi, hello X, Y, and Z. I see you recently joined Company X, Y, and Z. I also had a chance to look at your career path, and I will be very keen to connect with you to learn more about your role, right? You could be using this as a mentorship connection, or you could actually also be using this as a, listen, you might be able to recommend me to somebody that you know in the company. So, hey, I would like to connect with you, and that is why I'm connecting you. Very simple, it's very nice, and it's just straight to the point. The person already knows that you might ask for something, and when they accept it, they're sort of already expecting you to ask for that extra favor. So it's a nice way of making sure that you warm people up. The next one that I've got is, it says, hi X, Y, and Z, or hello X, Y, and Z. I'm currently in the same field as you. However, I see you started where I'm at the moment, and I'm trying to connect with experts in the same industry to learn more about that journey, right? Regards X, Y, and Z. Michael, Sean, Tshidi, whatever name you basically would like them to respond to you by. So also, once again, you're already telling them you're in the same field, and you see that they're already a few steps ahead, and you're very keen to actually, connect with them. The nice thing about this particular one is that normally people that are in the same field that you're already in are more likely to either be your next hiring manager, and your bold step in making sure that you highlight that to them is also very, very important and actually works in your favor. The second reason why it's also very nice to actually do that is you find that if they're not the next hiring manager, they're in a team that's looking for somebody with that kind of capability, and you being able to reach out to them in that format is also very helpful. So you might find that just by trying to connect with somebody, they could say, oh, by the way, we're looking for somebody in our team. Would you be keen? Because if you're saying you're already in the same field that I'm in, that means you already have the skills, or you've got some of the basic skills that we're looking for. So maybe you should come and join us. Okay? And then the next one, this can also go directly to recruiters to say, hello XYZ or hello Tshidi. I know you're a recruiter at Company XYZ and have in the last year or 6 months been trying to join the same company. I've been applying for roles, however, with not much luck. I know you post more about careers here. I want to connect so I don't miss anything, right? Already, as a recruiter, I'm listening to this person. I'm like, oh, okay, so at least they either engaging with our company or they're engaging with what we're already sharing. So they're not saying, look at my profile and then tell me if there are jobs. They're saying, I've been trying, I've been applying, or I've been looking at these opportunities. So if you have anything, please do share, because I'm definitely very keen to actually come and join a company. Very, very beautiful, and it's just straight to the point. You know, as a recruiter, when I receive something like this, you're more likely to accept. You can't just, because they took time to tell you why they think you are the right person to connect with. The next one, sorry guys, I've got 2 more to go. The next one is, I recently joined Company XYZ. Now, this is where you actually connect with people in that company. I recently joined Company XYZ and I'm trying to learn more about how to navigate the environment here. I would like to connect with the people, with you, with the hope that I could be able to learn a lot more from you. All right? Okay? So you're in the same company now and you're like, I'm not just connecting because we work for the same company. I'm connecting because I'm recently joined here and I'd like to navigate my ways around here. So if you can just guide me and show me the way, please. I'll basically be very, very keen to actually join a company like yours. Also nice, straight to the point. It tells the person what you're looking for, and it tells them that you already know that you're in the same company. So your connection is learning how to navigate your ways around that particular company. The next one that we've got is, hello, I recently connected with XYZ who referred me to you about opportunities at Company X. I would like to connect with you to pick your brain. Regards, Tshidi. Also, once again, there's a referral or there's an individual that this person already knows, so they're more likely to accept because they know if this person knows me and I don't accept that person's invite, I look like a really not nice person. So you're already saying, I know XY and they mentioned that I should actually connect with you because there might be opportunities in your company. So hey, I would like to pick your brain. Once again, you're not saying give me a job, or you're not saying look at my profile. You're just saying I'd like to pick your brain, because after that, the next thing is to say, hey, if you have 5 minutes, can we chat, because I'd like to pick your brain. The last one, guys, that you can actually do is hello X or hello X, Y, and Z. Your article or paper on that you wrote on X, Y, and Z was very insightful. I would love to connect with you to learn more about that article if you're keen. Once again, you're already telling them that you've read something that they've put out there, because a lot of these guys have got different things. They've got different papers that they've put out there. They've got research. Some have even written books. You want to connect with them because there's also a common denominator there, which is the article that they've had. And most likely, anybody that knows that you've read that book or that article or whatever is more likely going to connect with you, because they know that you've taken the time to try and learn a bit more about them without just sending them, hi, let's connect. And then that's it. So those are the top 10 things that you can actually do, guys, to make sure that you get a better response on your LinkedIn connection, and you're able to also start targeting specific individuals. The nice thing about this one is that it ends up stopping you from having 2,000 connections on LinkedIn that you're not using for anything. If you have 10,000 connections on LinkedIn versus having about 50 connections on LinkedIn, and those 50 connections can add value to your career and your life, I'd rather have that than actually having the 30,000 or the 40 or the 150,000 connections. So those are some of the things that I'd like to share with you guys. And once again, if you found this very helpful, please leave me a comment, share some of your views, share it with friends, share with family, and let's make sure that we actually share this with everybody else. And until we meet next time, choose.